That's big. Because sometimes the lessons we have to learn most are in the places that cause us the most discomfort. And sometimes the greatest learning opportunities and healing and teaching opportunities are in the environments that cause us the most discomfort. Don't run away from what's uncomfortable. Step into it with your light. Let go of who you think you need to be. That's our theme for today. So let me unpack this. I'm going to unpack this for you. So you have a belief of the path that you were meant to be on, and it's changing. Hard not to do because we spend most of our life doing it. But if it's a part of who we are, but it's not who we are. So if you make this decision to leave this career path because it's creating resistance, it's no longer working for you, whatever the answer is, whatever you're being called to do, it doesn't mean that you lose that part of you. It means that you're stepping into a new and even more developed part of who you can be. And it also gives you a chance to stop defining yourself by this career. And that's what I'm hearing, is that there's this I am this person, but I am really this career. When we define ourselves by the work that we do, it really gets in the way of our full experience of life. To truly experience life, we need to recognize that what we do is merely an expression, one of what could be many expressions of who we are. So if there's something about what you're doing right now that's no longer serving you, it means that it's no longer serving who you really are. So let me just be frank with you. There's a lot of ego around that. There's a lot of, this is my title. This is who I am. I've got a big job. I've got a lot of responsibility. People listen to me. This is a common thing in high-powered jobs. When people, not just women, but men, women, anyone has a high-powered job and they want to walk away from it or they are removed from it, it's an identity crisis. Because because I definitely have a lot of ego-based beliefs around, Gabby Bernstein and whatever, being this author or whatever. So I'm not gonna pretend like I'm such a guru here. I'm not. I'm just like you. We all have these ego belief systems of who we think we are. Not all of us, but many people, with particularly those of us that are in positions where we think there's some kind of prestige or whatever. So it's a big spiritual opportunity to step away from the false pretense that you are the producer. It's a big spiritual opportunity, because without producer, who is Michelle? And that's the big question, sister. That's the big question. Without producer, who is Michelle? I teach a lot of people who are stepping out of one career, often big careers, into the path of wanting to serve and heal. And the message I say is, there's far more people out there. By the way, it's 1:11 while I'm saying this to you. There's far more people out there in need of support than there are people supporting. We need more healers. We need more light workers. We need more full expressions of love. Do you see my hands are up in the air? I'm channeling now for you, Michelle. So, okay, so Spirit's coming through. It is 1:11 and it's loud and really, really loud. Okay, the message is not just for you, they're saying it's a message for all those seeking direction in stepping into the path of the light. It might sound weird the way I'm speaking, but I'm channeling. Okay, Michelle? So here we go. This isn't just for Michelle. This is for everyone listening, really everyone. They're saying, my guides, they always clap. They're saying, these are my guides coming through. They clap, 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 because they're applauding all listeners. It's going to sound a little weird. I don't want to, they're saying, stop justifying it, Gabby. Okay. So they're all listeners. You're here listening to this show now. This make me cry. To be an expression of love. We guided you here. This is what they're saying. We guided you here. There's no accident. You wouldn't be with us now, us meaning this community. You wouldn't be with us now if you weren't here to learn the wisdom and the light and the love of the universal source of truth. You're a student. And being humble in your studies will show you the clear path on how to express these truths in a way that is authentic to you. You don't have to figure anything out. They're saying, stay close, stay close. What that means to me, they're talking about the books. So you picked up all the books. You're sitting here on Dear Gabby. They're saying, stay close, stay close. So stay close to the work. Stop procrastinating. Pretty much like get off your ass and read the book. Don't rush. Don't rush, because they're saying that's shaky. I almost saw like an earthquake. So it's like it's shaky ground if you rush. And this is for you, Michelle, but it's on behalf of all the listeners who have this call within them. And so my hands are so numb right now. So they're saying, don't rush, listen. And I think that means like, listen to this podcast, read the books, listen to your own inner wisdom. Listen, because every step of heightening and strengthening your connection to your spiritual presence is a direct step forward in your opportunity to give forth these messages. They're saying you will. You said something about how intuitives are telling you that this is happening. So they're here too. So this is indeed what you're here to do. It's just take the affirmation and use it and affirm it for yourself. But don't feel like you have to jump so fast, because that leap will really be an ego crash for you. And it's not going to actually benefit you as this healer. Also, don't underestimate the power of doing this work in the work that you're in. That's big. Because sometimes the lessons we have to learn most are in the places that cause us the most discomfort. And sometimes the greatest learning opportunities and healing and teaching opportunities are in the environments that cause us the most discomfort. Don't run away from what's uncomfortable. Step into it with your light. It's almost like they're showing me they're pushing you in a doorway, like back in the door, but because you're just sort of so resistant. But what you're not understanding is that you can be a light worker wherever you go. And they're saying you think you need to go somewhere else. The first place you have to go is where you are with all that you have around you. Use your tools where you are. Bring light wherever you go. You know I'm channeling when I speak so slowly because Gabby talks fast. What else do you have for us? Okay, so this is all going to sound... Okay, I know they want to hear it. It is for everybody listening. This is going to sound very sort of esoteric, but here goes. You are all being guided to connect to and awaken a presence of love within yourself that will be a guiding force of light. You don't have to find it. It's already there. You don't have to look for anything outside of yourself. You have to get more comfortable with what is happening within you, the truth of what's within you. This show is just a launch pad. This environment, this community, this is just whatever's launching you into that direction. But you always had it in you. You didn't have to go out and find it. It was already in you. Keep showing up for what's within you, and what's within you will lead you. You don't have to figure anything out. Just keep showing up. And the exact situation that you need to show up for. Your prayer is, what miracles would you have me perform today? And that's a humble prayer, because we're all miracle workers. That is our only job, is to show up and be love and to spread love. And so if that is your only intention, is how can I be of service and be of love today, then you will be shown where to go, what to do, what to say. You don't have to figure any of it out. they say, stay in connection, stay in connection, stay in connection. I see you reading the books, read the books, read the books, read the books, and read the books over and read the books over and listen to the books and listen to the books and read the books and listen to the books and listen to the podcast, all of it over and over and over again. And it's not just me, if Carolyn Meese is your teacher, this is Gabby's ego coming in. But, if it's whoever your teacher might be, it doesn't have to be me. It could be whoever is bringing you closer to what they refer to as the light. I would call it love, source, guidance, alignment to the universe. So keep in constant contact with that spiritual connection, and that will be the driving force. So when you make your commitment to be of service and stay spiritually connected, you really don't have to figure anything out, Michelle. All of you listening, there's nothing to figure out. You literally just have to stay connected to your spiritual source and to stay open to it, stay in alignment with it, and let it be the guiding force within you. What was our card today? My true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. Well, that's the answer. Stop fearing who you should be and allow yourself to dwell in who you really are, which is love. We are all a presence of love. That is the answer, period, end of story. When we get that and when we accept that fully and completely, and we allow ourselves to be led by that presence that's within us and around us, then fear would be impossible. A Course in Miracles has this gorgeous line that says, if you knew who walked beside you on the path that you have chosen, fear would be impossible. Let yourself be led by the desire to serve and your connection to spirit. And everything will be unfolding naturally. You don't have to figure anything out. If you like this video and you want to get more Gabby, check out the next one right over here.